Well, anytime Philip and I have been best men, Robert has been the one that has always written our speeches. Considering he's the one getting married tonight, I couldn't have asked him to help write his own speech. So, yeah. Cheers, everyone, and have a good night. The irony behind that is he actually wrote that line. And what's even funnier is he wrote that line as well. I do want to start off by making a toast this evening to our beautiful bride and groom, of course, as well as those who are no longer with us today, but are with us in spirit.
Amen.
So the truth is that Robert actually paid me to help translate Charles' speech. So for those that couldn't understand, let me get started. I'm just joking, but in all seriousness, I heard Charles called Robert for help on his speech. So I called Robert, and he didn't pick up. So I'm going to make this speech as short as Robert's temper. So, cheers everyone, and have a good night. Charles and I.
That's the one you had to get fruit.
No. There's more. You sit down. I'm glad she made some nice comments about you. So Charles and I honestly could not have asked for a better older brother. He really paved the way for us. There wasn't anything Charles and I could do that would piss off mom or dad that Robert has not already done. Literally, you name it, Robert did it. But I just don't get it. I remember when Robert tried to run away from home when he was younger. How is that even possible when the guy can barely walk down the stairs without breaking his back? I mean, he couldn't have gone very far. What? So Robert, talking about backs, Robert has always had Charles and I's back. Our first day in high school at Brother Rice, Charles and I were walking down the halls with our chests out and our chins up high. But it didn't take long for a senior to come up behind me and pull my backpack and yank me down to the ground. As I'm laying on the ground, I look up behind me and see the biggest guy in school. 6'4", easily 300 pounds.
Vaughn Tomlin, bro.
Well, some of you that knew Robert back then were probably thinking, why would he do that to his brother? But it wasn't him. It wasn't Vaughn Tomlin. Shame on you for that thought to cross your head. I know there were some of you. But I'm laying on the ground, I look over at Charles, thinking he was going to help stand up for me, like to help a brother out, but he darts out of the way. But to Charles's defense, our freshman year, we were only 6'4", 170 pounds. I can see Dane Taylor, only 6'4" in 9th grade, F off, man. So I'm laying there in the middle of the hallway, still on the floor. Charles runs the other way. So I just kind of roll on the floor, just getting out of the way so I don't get stepped on. I finally get up, and the first thing Charles and I do is find Robert. We told him what happened, and the very next day, that guy came and pulled us and apologized and says, Philip and Charles, I didn't realize you were Robert's brothers. You guys are good with him, you are good with me. If you need anything, just let me know. So from there on, Charles and I knew that we were always going to ride Robert's coattails. Because he is and is always there for us, no matter what.
That's lovely.
For those who may not know, I recently moved back to the States from living overseas the last 10 years. Robert and Philip both were fighting over me to live in their respective cities. It was a tough decision, but as Philip said, Robert would give his shirt off his back for us.
I think it's safe to say Robert won that battle. Hey, thanks again for the car, condo, and job. It's true. It's true. I have noticed I have tended to embarrass Rob in public quite often. Granted, I am still adapting to live in the States. Rob, when are you gonna stop telling me when I'm from another country? English is my third language. I'm your brother. Robert, you are one very accomplished man, but your greatest accomplishment is marrying Meg. Meg, you are kind, thoughtful, generous, brilliant, beautiful, but most importantly, Meg, is your loving heart. You love my brother so much, and it shows. We have truly never seen him this happy.
Yay.
Meg, thank you for bringing joy into his life daily and continuing to love him like no other. For that, we will forever love you and welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Raise your glasses for Mr. and Mrs. Tabet.